To my sovereign First Nations mob, look at this post carefully. The colonial state is promoting a government-run celebration at John Cain Arena on Friday, 12 December 2025. They're calling it Victorious Treaty. It's here, they're using our colours, our culture, our identity, and they've put one of our own, Briggs, as the main drawcard to attract our people into a colonial event, controlled entirely by a corporate state. They want mob to register through a government website, sit inside a colonially named stadium, and cheer for an agreement built by the very system that took everything from us. This is not a sovereign event. This is not nation-to-nation law. This is a colonial production, dressed up with First Nations branding. So let me speak this plainly to the First Nations artists, actors, musicians, and public figures who choose to stand on these colonial stages and help promote these state-controlled agreements. I am calling you out in the open. You call yourselves First Nations, yet you stand with a corporate entity, presenting its agenda, uplifting its process, and giving cultural legitimacy to a system that has no sovereignty, no law, and no ancestral authority. You know exactly what a corporation is. A dead legal construct, no bloodline, no ancestry, no spirit, no connection to country. Yet you act as if it can sit equal to a sovereign nation. Mob, look at what this post is showing us. Our own people are being placed front and center as cultural mascots for the colonizer, used to make their process look legitimate, accepted and endorsed by all First Nations. But this event does not restore sovereignty. It does not honor our law. It does not elevate our nations. It elevates the colonial state and hides the truth of its corporate foundation. When you take their stage, their microphone, their contract, their paycheck, you help reinforce the system that continues to operate on stolen country without the consent of its sovereign owners. You cannot stand with a corporate state and claim sovereign identity at the same time. A sovereign knows this. Only a sovereign nation can speak to a sovereign nation. A corporation cannot speak for country. A corporation cannot negotiate with sovereign peoples. A corporation cannot sit equal to our nations. Yet they present this event like entertainment, using our own people to make the colonizer's voice sound like it came from us. Mob, don't be fooled by the lights, the performers, the colors, or the branding. This is not empowerment. This is not liberation. This is the colonial machine dressing itself in our skin to sell its agenda. You cannot walk both sides. You either stand with sovereignty, or you stand with the system that continues to take from us. Always was, always will be. Sovereign First Nations country.